Good morning, students. Today in P block elements, our topic is nitric acid. In this topic, we will discuss the method of preparation of the nitric acid and its chemical properties. The many questions have been asked in the board examination from this topic. That's why this topic is very important. So first of all, we will discuss the method of preparation of the nitric acid. Initially, we will discuss the laboratory method of preparation. In laboratory, it is generally prepared by the reaction of the sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate when it is reacted with the sulfuric acid. Okay. So here, look how the reaction takes place. NaNO3 sodium nitrate plus sulfuric acid H2SO4. On heating, this gives sodium bisulfate NaHSO4 as a byproduct plus nitric acid HNO3. Okay. But when we want to prepare the nitric acid on large scale, we can't use this method because this method is used to prepare the HNO3 in laboratory. Okay. When we want to prepare the nitric acid on large scale, we will use the Ostwald method. Okay. Ostwald method of preparation, initially in this reaction the nitric oxide is formed. Then nitric oxide is reacted with the oxygen to prepare the nitrogen dioxide. Then this nitrogen dioxide NO2 is reacted with water to prepare the HNO3 and the nitric oxide as a byproduct, which is again recycled to prepare the nitrogen dioxide. Okay. So look how the Ostwald method of the preparation of the nitric oxide takes place. In this, the ammonia is reacted with the oxygen from the air. Okay. This gives us nitric oxide and water. Okay. And the reaction takes place at very high temperature, about 500 K, and the pressure about 9 bar. And some catalyst is used like platinum or rhodium. Okay. On balancing it, 4NH3 plus 5O2 equal to 4NO plus 6H2. In the next step, this nitric oxide is reacted with oxygen. Nitric oxide plus O2, this is heated, and nitrogen dioxide is formed. On balancing it, 2NO, 2NO2. ध्यान दीजिए बच्चों, balancing of the inorganic reactions is very necessary. Without balancing, there is no meaning of the reaction. In the next step, this nitrogen dioxide is reacted with water. As a result, nitric oxide and HNO3 or nitric oxide is formed. Okay. So to balance it, 3NO2, 2HNO3 plus NO. Okay. So in this way, we can prepare the nitric acid on large scale, and this nitric oxide is again recycled to prepare the nitrogen dioxide. In this way, we can again use the nitric oxide to prepare the nitric acid. Now we proceed toward the chemical properties of the nitric acid. a very large number of chemical properties of the nitric acids are. Okay. Initially, we will discuss the reaction of nitric acid with metals, then with non-metals. Okay. So, initially, with metals. In case of metals, the nitric acid reacts in two ways. Okay. In first way, when the nitric acid is taken cold and dilute, and the second case, the nitric acid is taken hot and concentrate. Okay. So here we will take the two metals, copper and zinc. So look how the reaction takes place. Initially with copper plus HNO3. Here initially we will discuss the HNO3 in cold and dilute form. Okay. So dilute, and this gives CuNO3 whole twice plus nitric oxide. On balancing it, 3Cu plus 8HNO3 equal to 3CuNO3 whole twice plus 2NO. Similarly, with zinc, when cold and dilute HNO3 is reacted, slightly different. Here the nitric oxide is formed. When the cold and dilute HNO3 reacts with zinc, nitrous oxide is formed. Okay, N2. Look, the reaction is zinc plus HNO3 equal to, this is dilute ZnNO3 whole twice plus N2 nitrous oxide. On balancing it, 4Zn plus 10HNO3 equal to 4ZnNO3 whole twice plus N2. So in this way, the cold and dilute HNO3 reacts with copper and zinc. Now we will take the hot and concentrate HNO3, and again we will take the metals copper and zinc. So look how the reaction takes place. Copper plus HNO3. Here HNO3 cold, hot and concentrate, H and C. Again CuNO3 whole twice, and one thing is to be kept in mind, that whenever we are taking HNO3 hot and concentrate, always the gas which will form, that is nitrogen dioxide. This is to be kept in mind, whether the reaction is with metals or the reaction is with non-metals. Okay. CuNO3 whole twice plus NO2 plus H2O. On balancing it, Cu plus 4HNO3, and here 4NO2 plus 2H2O. Okay. With zinc, when HNO3 is taken hot and concentrate, the same way the reaction takes place. Look, Zn plus 4HNO3 hot and concentrate. Okay. Zn NO3 whole twice plus NO2 plus H2. Again 4NO2 and 2H2. So in this way, the hot and concentrate and the cold and dilute HNO3 reacts with the metals. Okay. When the reactions of the nitric acid studied with the non-metals, when it is reacted with non-metals, the cold and dilute nitric acid does not react with non-metals. Always we have to take the hot and concentrate nitric acid. Okay. Look. Here we will discuss the reaction of the nitric acid with some non-metals. These non-metals are initially with iodine, then with carbon, then with phosphorus, then with sulfur. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the reaction of the hot and concentrated nitric acid with iodine, carbon, phosphorus and sulfur. Okay. Again, I have already told you that the balancing of the reactions is very necessary for the inorganic reactions. Okay. So here the during balancing, it is very difficult to keep this thing in mind which number will come to balance it. Okay. Their stoichiometric coefficient जो है वो उनको पता करने में थोड़ी सी दिक्कत आती है. उसके लिए थोड़ा सा हम पैटर्न बताएंगे हाउ कैन बी बैलेंस. ओके. इनिशियली आई एम गोइंग टू टेक द रिएक्शन ऑफ द HNO3 विद आयोडीन. I2 plus HNO3. Initially I am just writing the products, then I will tell how the balancing will be done. I2 plus HNO3, always acid will form. This is iodic acid, HiO3. Okay. Then nitrogen dioxide and water. Always acid, nitrogen dioxide and water. These will be the general products. Okay. Now how can we balance it? So iodine is the 17th group. Okay. It comes in the 17th group. So it can be compared with fluorine, also fluorine, chlorine, bromine. So outer electronic configuration of the iodine will be just similar to of the fluorine. So here we take the outer electronic configuration of fluorine. Okay. Fluorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Okay. So 2p5. This 2p5. So 5 to the 10. Here we will learn this. So here 10 will come as a stoichiometric coefficient of HNO3. 10 HNO3, 10 NO2. Okay. Iodine 2. So to balance it, 2 HiO3. And here 2 hydrogen is consumed here. So 8 hydrogen is to be balanced. Then here we will apply 4H2. Okay. So I2 plus 10 HNO3 equals to 2 HiO3 plus 10 NO2 plus 4H2. So this will be the reaction of the iodine with HNO3, and always we are taking the hot and concentrated nitric acid. Now we will discuss with phosphorus. With carbon we will discuss in the last. Okay. P4 plus again HNO3, and again the product is like this. S3PO4, one acid is formed, then nitrogen dioxide and then water. Okay. So how can we balance it? the outer electronic configuration of phosphorus is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p3. Okay. So overall 2 plus 3, 5 electrons are there. So 5 4s are 20. 20 HNO3 will be here. So 20 will be the stoichiometric coefficient of HNO3, and to balance is 20 NO2 and to balance the phosphorus 4s3PO4 and 4 3s are 12. Hydrogen is consumed here, so only 8 hydrogen is to be balanced, so this 4s2. So this will be the reaction of the phosphorus with HNO3, that P4 plus 20 HNO3 equal to 4s3PO4 plus 20 NO2 plus 4s2. Okay, now we will discuss with sulfur. Sulfur, this S8, because sulfur is found in crown structure in which 8 atoms of sulfur are present, that's why it is taken as S8. Okay, S8 plus HNO3, this gives H2SO4, one acid, then nitrogen dioxide and water. Is it clear? So again we will see to find out the stoichiometric coefficient of HNO3, the outer electronic configuration of sulfur. Sulfur is 3s2, 3p4. Okay, so 4 plus 2 6. So 6 into 8, it is 48. So 48 will be the stoichiometric coefficient of HNO3. Okay. So to balance the nitrogen dioxide, here 48 NO2, and to balance sulfur 8H2SO4. Now here 48 hydrogen and 8 to just 16 hydrogen is balanced here. So now 32 hydrogen is to be balanced. So here it will be 16H2. So in this way the sulfur reacts with the HNO3. S8 plus 48 HNO3 equal to 8H2SO4 plus 48 NO2 plus 16H2O. Okay. Now we will discuss the reaction of the carbon with nitric acid. Okay. Look here. Carbon plus HNO3 in case of carbon, the carbon dioxide is formed. Carbon dioxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus water. Okay. Now how can we balance the outer electronic configuration of carbon? Carbon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay. So total electrons 4. 2 plus 2 4, and here no any number is there, so 4 into 1 it is 4. So stoichiometric coefficient of HNO3 will be 4. 4 HNO3, NO2 will be, its stoichiometric coefficient will also 4. So 4 NO2, carbon dioxide is balanced. To balance the hydrogen, here it will be 2H2. Okay. So in this way the reaction of carbon with HNO3 takes place. C plus 4 HNO3 equal to CO2 plus 4 NO2 plus 2H2. Is it clear? So in this way these are the reactions of the nitric acid. Okay, and students, please subscribe the channel. If you like the channel, then subscribe it. जब भी कोई मैं नया वीडियो डालूंगा तो उसका नोटिफिकेशन जैसे आपको प्राप्त हो जाए तो आपके लिए भी इजी रहेगा, तो इसीलिए सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू।